Today, we'll be taking a look at Marvel's Eternals, so sit back and relax, and a fair warning. Spoiler alert. Long ago, the powerful Celestials created the sun and other forms of life, bringing balance to the universe. However, the peaceful existence was shattered when the Deviants, a predatory alien species, emerged from deep space, wreaking havoc wherever they went. To counter this threat, Arishem, the leader of the Celestials, summoned the Eternals, a group of immortal superhumans from Olympia, and dispatched them to Earth aboard their vessel, the Domo. In 5000 BC, Mesopotamia, the Eternals arrived just in time to rescue a group of humans who were attacked by deviants emerging from the sea. Using their unique powers, Icarus unleashed his eye beams and took to the skies. Makari swiftly moved the humans to safety with her super speed. Kingo unleashed energy blasts from a distance. Fina and Gilgamesh wielded energy weapons in close combat. Sprite provided assistance through illusions, and Phastos supported them with his advanced inventions. With their coordinated efforts, the Eternals defeated the Deviants in a fierce battle, while Ajax, the team leader, healed any injuries sustained. In present-day London, Cersei attends a class where her boyfriend Dane is temporarily filling in for her. Suddenly, an earthquake interrupts the lecture, prompting Cersei to protect her students and use her abilities to prevent debris from harming them. Meanwhile, a dog witnesses a deviant emerging from a nearby river. Later, Cersei celebrates Dane's birthday with friends. When Dane suggests they move in together, Cersei declines, leading him to question if she is hiding something, especially considering Sprite's cryptic remarks. Following the party, the trio begins their journey home when they are suddenly ambushed by Crow, an enormous deviant. Cersei uses her abilities to trap Crow in the ground, but the powerful creature breaks free and flees into the streets. In an attempt to confuse Crow, Sprite creates an illusion that duplicates herself and Cersei, but to their surprise, Crow can discern the real ones from the illusions, something deviants are not known for. Just as Crow is about to harm Sprite, Icarus arrives and rescues her before engaging in a direct confrontation with the deviant. Their intense battle causes a bus to flip, prompting Cersei to transform into a flurry of rose petals to avoid a collision. Crow astonishes everyone once again by displaying the ability to heal its own wounds. After Icarus escapes through a lake, Cersei confides in Dane about her true identity, and he questions why they never intervened in humanity's greatest tragedies. Returning to her apartment, Cersei discusses the matter with Sprite and Icarus, leading them to conclude that the earthquake and the deviant are connected, prompting the need to reunite the team. This recollection evokes memories of Babylon in 575 BC, where the Eternals guided humanity's progress and battled deviants whenever they posed a threat. Following a particularly intense battle, Ajax harnesses her special power stone to communicate with Arishem, who advises her not to form attachments and to remain committed to the plan. Ajax then returns to the Eternals' dwelling, where they openly coexist with society. But let's get back to the present. Cersei, Sprite, and Icarus make their way to Ajax Ranch in South Dakota, only to discover her lifeless body outside her house. It dawns on them that Crow must have killed Ajax by absorbing her powers, explaining how he could heal himself. Cersei approaches Ajax's body to mourn, and that's when something strange happens. The Celestials' bestowed stone within Ajax's body pops out and attaches itself to Cersei. In that moment, she catches a glimpse of Arishem saying, "It is almost time," but it disappears just as quickly. Sprite realizes that Ajax has chosen Cersei as her successor, but Icarus is concerned it might be Maud Wyrie, an illness resulting from the Eternals still possessing a human mind. Cue another memory flashback. It's 1521 AD in Tenochtitlan, and the gang is taking on the last remaining deviants on the planet. Suddenly, Fina starts feeling sick and predicts the impending doom of everyone. Her eyes change, and she goes on the attack, catching her friends off guard and causing some serious harm. Thank goodness for Gilgamesh, who steps up and fights her until he manages to knock her out. Later, when Fina wakes up with no memory of what went down, it's revealed that she suffers from Maud Wyrie, driving her crazy. Sadly, there's no cure for it, and the only way to give her a fresh start and make her better is to wipe her mind completely. Ajax sees this as the best solution for everyone's safety, but the rest of the gang can't bear to lose the Fina they know and love. Druig loses his cool and confronts Ajax, questioning her leadership. Gilgamesh steps up and declares he'll take care of Fina, and Ajax allows everyone to go and live among humans. The deviants are no longer a threat, so now they can find their own purpose while waiting for the call to return home. Back in the present, Cersei, Sprite, and Icarus head to Mumbai to find Kingo, who has become a famous Bollywood superstar. His loyal valet Charon has been in on the secret for decades. At first, he's reluctant to join them, enjoying fame and fortune. However, Charon manages to convince him to embrace his role as a hero, and even agrees to come along to document their journey in a documentary style. They hop on Kingo's private jet and make their way to Australia. In Australia, they follow a trail of deviant bodies that leads them to Fina and Gilgamesh, living in a cozy private house in the countryside. Gilgamesh has become quite the cook and caretaker, while Fina spends her time creating ominous drawings. When they arrive, Fina has another episode and tries to attack them, warning of the impending doom of everyone on the planet. Gilgamesh manages to subdue her, and Sprite uses an illusion to remind Fina of her true self. Circe takes a moment to examine Fina's drawings and feels a sense of guilt because she can't reconnect with Ereshkigal. But Gilgamesh encourages her to listen and understand, reminding her that it's more important than ever. Circe takes a moment to relax and, to her surprise, activates the stone, bringing her face to face with Ereshkigal. Ereshkigal reveals that the emergence is happening and explains the true purpose of the Eternals, to bring forth the birth of the celestial Tiamat. They are part of a cycle of creation that occurs on other planets as well. Ereshkigal further reveals that the Eternals are artificial beings created by the Celestials in the World Forge and that Olympia never truly existed. The Eternals' memories are reset after each emergence, which is why Circe couldn't remember this truth. To regulate the balance between predators and prey, Ereshkigal created the Deviants, but they went rogue. Now, Ereshkigal believes it's time to wipe out all life on Earth to make way for Tiamat. Circe is horrified by this revelation, but Ereshkigal defends it as the natural cycle of creation for their life forms. Circe shares what she's learned with the rest of the team, and they come to realize that Fina's illness is actually their ancient memories resurfacing and revealing the truth. Shocked and upset by the revelation that they are artificial beings, most of them resolve to find a way to save the people of Earth. They believe that Druig may hold the key to overpowering Tiamat with his mind control powers. The Eternals journey to the Amazon to find Druig, who has been leading a peaceful village. However, he's unwilling to join their mission, feeling betrayed by the knowledge that his existence is a lie. In the evening, Kingo sympathizes with Sprite, knowing that she's in love with Icarus but has been unable to act on it due to her youthful appearance. Sprite appreciates the understanding until she notices Charon recording and smashes the camera. Circe calls Dane to check on him, stirring Icarus' jealousy. Circe confronts Icarus, asking why he left her, but before he can explain, Crow appears and abducts him. More deviants attack the village, prompting the Eternals to spring into action. That is all for today. To know what happens in next, stay tuned for the next part. Thank you.